Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to another edition of NBC's 10 Count. I'm Steve Fall. But on today's episode, very special guest, we got Deonna Purrazzo, the Virtuosa. How you doing today?
I'm very good. How are you?
Oh, I've had about 5 cups of coffee. I'm just kidding. I am doing great. Not 5 cups of coffee, just 2. But I'm so excited to have you here because, you know, I've been watching Impact Wrestling for a very long time. And when you showed up a few years ago during the height of the pandemic, I feel like you injected some energy into the Knockouts division. Not to say that anything was wrong with it, but you brought a whole nother level of aggression, of character buildup, of so much. So how do you feel about being kind of like the face of the Knockouts division in Impact Wrestling?
It's crazy. It's like the position Impact has put me in is just beyond my wildest dreams. You know, especially when I started, I had just come out of a really not great situation elsewhere. So I didn't really have very many expectations. I just was like, at one point, didn't even know if I was going to wrestle anymore. So, you know, once Impact and I were like, okay, this is a fit and this is going to be my home long term. I just like took off from there, and they just did everything the right way by me, giving me a proper debut, giving me vignettes and the music I wanted and all of the things that really helped build who I thought the Virtuosa could be. And they believed in her and believed in my idea that no one else had given me a chance to put on screen. So, I mean, yeah, it's just this who I am as a wrestler has just been like my baby. And I've been able to see it grow so much in the last 2 years that it's incredible.
Wow. I'm so happy that there was a platform for you to take your vision and put it out there, because it certainly delivered, at least how I feel. Now, next week, though, you headed to AEW Dynamite. You're going to unify the Ring of Honor Women's Championship against Mercedes Martinez. Now, what can fans expect from this match? Because there seems to be a confusion of, well, there was a Ring of Honor, then there wasn't a Ring of Honor. You were the champion, but then someone else became the champion. The company got bought, but yet you're a champion. So explain how all that works out, and what can fans expect to see when you finally step into the AEW?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to explain it any better than that. I think it's been a really convoluted process for all of us trying to figure out, you know, who was buying it and if it was being bought and if Ring of Honor was going to continue. But, you know, Impact worked out a relationship with Ring of Honor prior to Tony buying it, that I would become the champion and kind of forge forward into the unknown. And then, you know, I didn't know that Tony was buying it. So it was just as surprised as everyone else. And, you know, it's been a process with, you know, what my obligations are here at Impact, and our tapings are obviously my first priority, opposed to working out when and how I can defend the Ring of Honor Championship under its new regime with Tony Khan and AEW. So it's been just as a whirlwind for me as it has been everyone else on the ride. But I'm excited to make my AEW debut. I think it's something that I've been asked a tremendous amount about in terms of wrestling Britt Baker and you know, their women's division and things like that. So it's my long awaited debut, I like to say, but Ring of Honor just has a special place in my heart. That's where Virtuosa would not exist if Ring of Honor did not exist. So to be the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion has meant an incredible amount to me personally. And I think that from where this started in 2015, for better or for worse, it was Women of Honor then. And I always saw that there could be a women's division at Ring of Honor, and it just needed a bigger platform. And I wanted somebody to invest in that platform. And this championship was just like a weird figment of my imagination and a few other people's imagination. So the fact that I get to carry that championship onto national television in front of God knows how many people on Wednesday is again, beyond my wildest dreams.
Yeah, I think people have been waiting for you to show up, because you think about it, when AEW and Impact were working together more so than not, when we started Tony Khan commercials on Impact Wrestling, promoting Dynamite, and it felt like there was a missed opportunity there to include you and the other women to cross over through the forbidden door.
Yeah, that was something that I had been vocal about. That is something, Britt had been vocal about. Quite a few other people here at Impact had been vocal about, like, hey, I want to be a part of this, and how do we get women to be a part of this? So I think that, we did see a little bit of crossover. Thunder Rosa did come to Slammiversary last year and was my opponent. There was some crossover with WWE's Empower last summer, but I think that I wanted to be that first person through that forbidden door. I wanted to stake my claim at that, and it's been something I've talked about for a long time now, so I'm really excited to be able to finally get to do it.
Yes, you finally are going to be on AEW, and I think, again, it's been like a 2-year build of people hoping it would happen, and now we're going to get it. Now, do you feel like Impact Wrestling has the best women's division going right now? Because I know there's arguments on Twitter. There'll be arguments on Twitter about anything. It could be the sun could be out, and they're like, no, that's the moon. But yet there seems to be this like anger or happiness towards the WWE's women's division, AEW's. But I never, ever, ever hear someone saying the knockouts aren't delivering. They always deliver. So really, do you feel like they have the best division?
Yeah, I couldn't say no. I'm a part of it. I'm the face of our knockouts division. So, of course, we have the best division. No, I think that, and I've talked a lot about this, I think that our division is one of the most diverse. The knockouts division comes with such a long history, right, of constantly being diverse, constantly pushing boundaries, allowing women to break through glass ceilings before it was cool to do. And we continue to do that. When Mickey and I main evented Hard to Kill, that was the first time the knockouts had ever made it to the pay-per-view. So I think that with as great of a roster that we have for our knockouts division, we also have a tremendous amount of support behind us in Gail Kim, in Madison Rayne, in Scott D'Amore, that see the diversity and see the talent that we have, and are willing to give us the platform to show the world that we are the best, and that we'll continue to bring this legacy forward every single time we step out in the ring.
Now, do you have a dream opponent currently? Because I know people all want to see you take on people like Becky Lynch or Charlotte Flair, Britt Baker, Ronda Rousey. Like, there are so many people I see online, but like, why can't Deonna fight that person? Like, who is the one that you wish you could get your hands on in the ring?
The answer usually is Britt Baker, but I think that I have a ton of stuff left to do at Impact Wrestling, and I'd love to become the Knockouts World Tag. Does it impact with me? My answer today is going to be Madison Rayne.
Recently, though, you lost one of your championships at Taya Valkyrie. Will you chase her down, or is the champ challenge over?
You know what? I don't think the champ challenge will ever be over. I absolutely want my rematch. I'm obligated to have a rematch. So I'd like to invoke that ASAP and just pretend like this didn't happen. Continue on with the champ challenge and move forward with my life.
I think that we need the champ challenge, folks. We need it back. Can't sleep at night. Now, on May 7th, Impact Wrestling presents Under Siege. It's live from Newport, Kentucky. It's in the Promo West Pavilion at Ovation. Now, what can fans expect when they attend an Impact Wrestling event live?
Oh, I think fans can always expect the unexpected. You never know who's going to pop up or, who's going to be there wrestling for Impact. We have this partnership with AAA. We have this partnership with New Japan. So there's constantly an influx of people in and out of Impact Wrestling. I think what makes our TV here in Cincinnati even more special is it's post-rebellion. So there's been a lot of changes. Unfortunately, I lost one of my championships, but we have a new world champion in Josh Alexander. We have Steve Macklin who staked his claim at wanting to become the world champion. So there's a lot going on, and I think that being here and seeing it live is the most exciting way to see it.
Yes, I used to live in Florida, and I used to go to the Impact Zone, and that was a whole different experience altogether versus what's happening now, I'm assuming, because it was a different ball game then, a different ball game. And some good and some bad at the time. If WWE though called you up and said, "Hey, we want you to wrestle," because Mickey James showed up in the Royal Rumble, and there was rumors online that Moose was going to be the Rumble. He obviously wasn't. But if they called and said, "Hey, you want to come and do a one-off against somebody," would you accept that offer?
Ooh, I guess put me on the spot. Never say never, right? But right now, I'm just enjoying what I'm doing at Impact. I'm enjoying the fact that they let me go places like AEW and AAA and build my resume up. So I'm not going to say no, but I'm all in on what I'm doing right now, and I'm more than happy with that.
Of course, I didn't mean leave Impact Wrestling. I meant more of, hey, want to wrestle one match against someone on a pay-per-view, not a leave Impact Wrestling. So never say never, she said, folks. She said never say never. It's a direct quote. Let the dirt sheets pick that up. So now what are your goals for this year? Because you've had so much going on already in the first half. What about the second half?
So I just see more championships in my future. I think our division is constantly growing, and we're consistently adding new faces to our division and building new faces. Masha Slamovich, Giselle Shaw, Lady Frost. We're just kind of seeing, no pun intended, but the tip of the iceberg with what all they can do. So I'm really excited to get in the ring with them and see what we can do.
Outstanding. Well, I got to say, thank you so much for your time. I know you are so busy today, so I greatly appreciate you sitting down with me on NBC's 10 Count. Deonna Purrazzo, the Virtuosa, this is a dream come true. Check it off the box for me, because this is something I've, again, I go back to my first kind of comment to you. When you showed up in Impact Wrestling, suddenly I think people were watching Impact Wrestling, but then once you were putting your stamp on all these matches with Jordan Grace and Sue Young, there was so much there, and suddenly your character took off. Like there's wrestlers and there's superstars, but I think you took both and you slammed them together, and you became who you are now. And I just got to say thank you so much for your work, your dedication, and your cool outfits. Rebellion with those spikes, I loved them so much.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate all the kind words.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. And folks, thanks for watching NBC's 10 Count. I've been Steve Fall. She's been Deonna Purrazzo. Folks, we'll see you next time. Bye.